All right, all right, all right. We are back. We are back after our break there. I need to flip these contracts on these other ones. So let's see here. I need to flip these contracts on this one account right quick. Let's see how I can do that. Let's see which one that is. That's not it. It's this one. All right, let me look. Let's look here and see. Well, doesn't really matter. It needs to be this account. And we're going to need to oops, change that to micros right quick. Let's do that. Just so we can flip a contract here. All right, micro NQ, make sure it's on the right one. It is. And yeah, we just need to one tick. I don't know why I'm doing this so you guys can see it. I mean, it's just flipping a contract, right? There we go. We flipped it. Just make sure it recorded on all of them there. Did it? Oh. I guess you got to turn the copy trader on in order for it to work. There we go. All right. Now did it work? Now it worked. Okay. Helps if you turn the copy trader on, right? And then that should be on 01. All right. So let's see what happens here. We're 12 minutes or so until the FOMC minutes come out. And then we'll be looking, see if we can't find something that interests us at that point. So let's just kind of see. ES is still hanging out at the 60 there. It put in a higher low. I mean, I guess Nasdaq has pretty similar kind of setup this from this morning. You can see kind of that low, put in the higher low there, and then kept going. We're kind of at that 50%-ish area. A little deeper on this pullback here. Actually, we did it in the right direction there. I think it hit the 618, 70, yeah, 70% pullback there. Not that that means too much, but, you know. Something to look at. Excuse me. So we'll see what happens when these minutes come out. Gotta sneeze. All right. That thing came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. Had to sneeze. So once again, we've got about 10 minutes here until these numbers come out. So we'll kind of see what happens. I guess I should mark out kind of the lunchtime highs and lows here. Probably be the smart thing to do. Low still there at the pivots. And, yeah. So we'll kind of just see what happens here when these numbers come out. I guess technically that kind of ran the lunchtime high already. So we'll just see what happens once these numbers come out, and then we'll start looking for some entries. Just now joining us, we're up $1,342 across 17 funded accounts so far today. Should I? Yeah, I probably should. We got a few minutes, so no point in not. All right. We're currently down $88 on this eval. Took a loss this morning. I'm sorry, $81. $81. See if we can put together a few winners this afternoon. What do you guys think? Are we going to go up or down on the FOMC minutes? We're going to not move at all. Yeah, and if you want 80% off there, you got 80% off APEX, 83% off of a Bulenox if you're interested. The link's down below for that. The 80% off our APEX does end tomorrow. You can get 83% off Bulenox. I don't know what that comes out to be. It's something. It's better than 80%, I guess. Not quite 90% that they had a few days ago. But you got to, got to take what you can take, right? Let me see if Topstep ever responded to my message. Nope. 20 hours ago, still no response. Yep. Do they have a phone number you can call anymore? I'm not sure. Let's get some music going here. All right. Got a few minutes here until the FOMC minutes come out. About 4 minutes. Let's look at the larger time frame here, see if there's anything interesting on it. Actually, is kind of interesting. This makes me think that we see the lows. Because we don't really have any gaps in here, no bullish gaps, but we had one here, we closed below it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? We're going to see the lows here? Yes, still holding below the 70 area there. It could not get back above there. We talked about that this morning. Tested it one more time there, but still holding below it. Leading me to believe that maybe we stay below there. I don't know. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. It does help the channel. We do appreciate it. 3 minutes till the minutes come out. It'll be a lot of fun to just full send an account here, but can't do it. Another little swing before any potential bounce up. Yeah, it could be. So what do we have? We still have this here. What we'll do is we will look for, we'll see what happens once the minutes come out. We'll look for some entries then, see if we get some potential setups, but no point in doing anything before then. I mean, obviously, let's see, we kind of have this here. Let's make that color a little nicer. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Tapped into a little 5-minute gap there as well. All right, here we go. Less than a minute. less than 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute warning here, guys and gals. What do we get? Dip and rip? I don't know. This morning was kind of lackluster, so I don't know what we'll get right now. FOMC minutes usually move the market, but never really know, right? I'm leaning down, but could be wrong. All right. It's kind of what we want to see. Let's see this candle close now. Let me put this on smaller time frame here. Little wickage there. So I want to see this. I want to see price kind of run one or the other, right? Let's put in the high and the low. Let's see it run one or the other here. 5 seconds left on this candle. It's going to close right in the middle. ES pulled back to the 56 there. Holding up right there. What would kind of be idea? Kim A. Well, right here I'm looking at kind of some inversions, and then I'm also using like high frequency scalping. I'm not using the scalping right now during news. Right now I want to see like the high or the low taken on this data. Preferably kind of the high. I'd like to see the high taken, and then maybe we can look for a trade back down to the lows here. Didn't quite run the lunchtime highs there. Well, they already been ran once, so I guess they don't have to be. Looks like it might want to tick the low first. I have a video on the channel detailing the high frequency scalping strategy that I use, but I don't only use that. I use other things as well. So I got 20 seconds left on this candle here. So ES pulled back down to the 56s again there, now trying to pump out of there. This 1 minute's holding up so far. Close below this, we most certainly probably see the 48s, maybe even the low a day. But I kind of like to see this thing run the highs here first, but I guess it may not. Oh. Did we? Okay, 30-second chart. We did not. I thought for a second we took the low on the 30-second chart, but we actually didn't. All right, so we ran the data low first. I'm going to take a little scalp here. Oh. Well, that stopped me out quickly. I forgot I still had my stop in for the scalping. That was about as fast as one can be stopped. Oh, well, too late now. So there we go. ES just ran the data low too, and now we just made a new low on the day here on the NAS. Feels bad there. Got stopped out so quickly, but I didn't have my ATM set up correctly. I didn't want to just jump back in after we got stopped. But it is what it is. ES did not take out the 46 there yet. Did take the data low though. All right, if we close above here, we will take the long. Looking for the high here, 05. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Stop will go to break even once we hit this internal high here. If we do. Closed above there. Just moving my stop there, guys. This mental stop in place. This is just for emergencies. Just to have a stop. Well, let's see what happens. Just waiting. Con says gold. I don't know what gold. Oh, I don't know. I don't trade gold, Con. I don't know anything about it, man. Sorry. Wish I could help you. I don't know anything about gold. So again, if the first target here gets hit, then we'll move to break even. So we'll take the long here. We're going to hold it. If we close below this gap, then we'll close the trade. That's the idea. We'll see how it goes. I probably could have added once we retested the gap down there, but didn't. Should be able to get a rip up here. Oh, yeah. How's it going, Lex? So we'll go to break even if it hits this target. There it is. Going to break even. You don't have to go to break even here, but I am. Might get stopped. Come on, rip it. We shall see if it'll go. Might get stopped. That's okay if we do, but it's one of those trades where I don't have to move the stop. I really could leave it down. Could leave it in the 70 area for like a break-even trade. Actually, I don't mind actually moving it back. I guess we should just leave it at break-even. Yeah, it's one of those trades where pretty sure it's going to take out this data high, right? Like, pretty confident. So really moving the stop, you don't have to, but and we made money, got back there. We're down $3 now. So I made back the little misclick loss here on that short where we didn't have our ATM set up. I mean, literally, as soon as I entered that, it stopped me out. So, I mean, really, you could re-enter here. I could, but so stopped out there, break even on the second set. That's all right. Sometimes it's going to happen. The idea was correct, though. Excuse me. So what's the idea there? Just waiting to see the data load. One of the higher the low to be ran, whichever's ran first, then we looking for an inverse in the other direction for the other side. It's pretty simple there. Pretty simple idea. The only concerning thing was the ES. The ES took the data low, but it didn't run the low there. I guess it did. Maybe it didn't have to. I don't know. It's kind of the only thing there that I didn't like about that, but looking like it's probably going to close below now. Closes below, then we're most likely going to revisit the lows here. Could take it. So close below there. I'm not taking it, but this is a good setup. I don't like taking the short right after I took the long. Feels wrong, but could be fine. Probably going to go for the lows. So we're just waiting here to see what happens. Still didn't inverse on the 30-second chart. We actually held up there. So if the 30-second chart doesn't inverse, we'll close back up above here. We'll see, but I feel like it's going to trade to the low. It's kind of the idea. Just got to get through this pivot point right here at the 48s. Like I said, this short seemed, I mean, it's pretty clear. I just didn't take it just because, I don't know. I expect us to still take this high, but we'll see if the ES wants to run the 46 here. It's pulling back into the 53 now. Thinking we're going to get this pullback here all the way to the lows. Let's see if the ES runs the lows here or not. All the way back to the 51s. Now it's pushing back up again. So we held on the 30-second chart. We held that lower gap. Was that kind of your 786 pullback there? Kind of has that look to it. Captain Price, very iffy. Yeah, I mean, if we hold here, if we hold on the 30-second and we close above 79, I might participate long off the 30-second chart. I mean, I don't see how we don't run this data high here, but I guess we don't have to. I mean, it seems like it wants to, but so I'll just be waiting and watching for now. No need to push the button if you're unsure. Not that we're ever sure. 100%, right? I like the look of the 30-second chart a little better. Delivering from a order block, fair value gap. So if it kind of closes above, then we may take the long there. We'll see. Just based on that chart. We didn't run any lows or anything. So 90. So like we are delivering from a 30-second fair value gap though. So if it closes above here, I'll take the long, and this will kind of be our target for the break-even stop. But it failed to close above so far. Could use the 1 minute candle here as well. If we inverse this small gap here, then you would expect us to at least hit this internal high, but not a huge reward there. Could use either 30-second or the 1 minute. Whichever one inverses first, I'll probably just take. Like I said, the idea is we swept the lows there. So maybe we want to run the high next. No arc. We're doing all right today. We're up $1,342 on our 1,700 accounts. That's across 17 accounts. So I don't know what that is average. And we're down $3 on a eval. Well, after fees, I guess actually we're down like $130. Before the fees, $3. But we're doing all right. No arc. Is this Alex? I think this is Alex. Is this Alex or no? That's not a big deal. Not a big deal on the eval. Captain Price got 2 running. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Trying to hide behind a girl's avatar. Oh. Oh, okay. Settled on an account name. So the idea here, guys and gals, we're waiting for an inversion. We're waiting. I would really bullish here. So I'm really waiting on a bullish inversion. 30-second. If we close above the 80, we're going to take the long. Don't diss on Noah. Nobody's dissing. Whichever inverts first is the one we're going to take. So we're watching this on the 1 minute right here. So you guys know. So this is the one we're watching on the 1 minute. Same idea on the 30-second. We're just seeing which one inverts first. We'll move our stop once we hit this swing high. Ultimate target would be obviously the high of day, but at least here, 605. So we'll see what happens. This one's really, it's really nothing there. So let's just see what happens. Like I said, I'm kind of expecting a push up. That's what we're looking for. So unless that happens, we're sitting here. Once it happens, we jump in. Maybe it goes our way or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's 50-50, as always. ES trying to push. Right there at the 57s. Let's see if we can close above on this push. So far, kind of respecting it. Well, it's a plan. Noah, we don't know if it's solid or not. It's a plan. It's just a plan. All right, here we go. So a full minute left on the 1 minute. Obviously 30 seconds left on the 30 second. We might get the close above in the 30 second first. In which case we will take it. One way or the other. Not a whole lot of volatility, though, to be honest. 30 seconds did not close above, so looks like we'll be taking the 1 minute here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take it. We'll go to break even once we hit right there. I meant to have my target right there. Darn it. I didn't have those pulled down to the right spot. Okay, there we go. Now we're at break even. So let's see if we can get the push up into the 05s here. Should be swift. We should get some expansion right through there. Actually, maybe we should leave a runner on. Nah, I guess we'll just take profit at the 05. Would be decent to leave a runner on to this 19 area, though. Let's see if maybe we can get that done before. If we take 4 here. Come on. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. You guys see that? There we go. All right. Now we'll leave one on up here. We'll put our stop in right here. So we'll see if we get that run up to the, oh, wait. I'm stupid. Got to lower this down to 1. So that's all we got left. There we go. Now we got it right, I think. Captain Price says, sit on it. You think we got more? Yeah, we could trail it up, but I'm okay with just taking it here. If we can get it. ES took the data highs already. We did too, but ES, there we go. Push through now. All right, there we go, guys. So we got to be pretty happy with that trade there. We went from down $3. Now we're up $453. So easy read there, guys. It doesn't get much easier than that, right? Doesn't get much easier than that. Why did we take that trade? Let's think about it. So we had data. We had news come out at 2. We ran the lows, right? We ran the lows, so next obvious draw is the data high. Just wait for an inversion. We got the inversion right here. We had a fair value gap form here to the downside. We inverse that gap. We were trading off the 30-second there out of a fair value gap that held on the 30-second. You don't see it here on the 1 minute, but it was there on the 30-second. So as soon as we inverse this gap, we entered. And then, yeah, you saw the trade. Yeah, it was a pretty solid plan. But that was just on an eval, nothing crazy there. You know, we're not trying to be super aggressive today, but you can see 453 right there on the eval. That's the reason we came back at 2 o'clock to trade this particular setup. It's pretty textbook there, as far as I know. And that's the one setup for life. You know, I got this idea of this type of trade from Dodgy, watching his one setup for life video. If you guys want to check that out, he typically does it on the news play like at 8:30 a.m., but it works on any news play there. It's pretty obvious. I think ICT does it. He probably got it from ICT. I'm pretty sure he's an ICT trader too, but that was an easy read. And we could have held for longer. Maybe we could have left runners on there, but I'm happy with that. And we do got the high a day. High a day is actually way up there. It's at open 736. I don't know if we make it all the way to there. It's 100 points up. I guess you could have held for this swing here. This actually was, I actually just realized that. This is data high from this morning. So that's probably where it's going to go there. So that's, so this is from the jolts this morning. So probably could have held a runner on for that. Yeah, I'm back, JX. We're back. We're back. Just took a nice $450 winner, JX. Probably should have held that runner. Probably should have left at least one more on for this potential data high up here. Did the ES run the data high this morning? It did already. So I don't know if we'll make it here, but that could be your ultimate target. So anyways, that was that trade. That was the thought process and everything. ES pulling back now. ES needs to it's got to push above that 70 there and kind of base. Retested the 71. Still got a swing high that we didn't take out on the ES there, but doesn't have to take that. 72.50. We still got the data highs from this morning that could be ran, right? This is potential. So what do we want to see hold here if we're going to take out these highs? We really want to see this gap here, this lower gap hold. You like to see the top gap hold, but at worst, the lower gap. I definitely wouldn't be taking along at this point. The entry was down here, so. So right back to the VWAP here. Let's see if this thing can hold the VWAP area. Kind of lining up with that gap there. So this will be the area that we're watching now. If this area doesn't hold, we probably see these lows here. But if you're bullish, you want those to hold. We want to get the data highs taken out. From this morning. What we got going on, Kid Poker? Trapped. We must be in a long. Are we in a long, Kid Poker? Got to be in a long. Let's hope that VWAP holds there in that top gap. Some way, something to cause it to dump. No, there's no other news today other than the minutes. There's nobody speaking, so you're okay, Kid Poker, as long as we hold this gap here. then you're probably okay. Got to remember, guys, one of my big things is any push above the whole number typically doesn't stick on the first try, right? We pushed above the whole number there with no pullback. So you kind of expect a pullback into this whole number at least. Maybe a little deeper, 90, 95 area, which is kind of lining up with this gap. But that's always my anticipation when we get a quick push above the whole number. It usually doesn't stick the first time. Where are we at, Kid Poker? What's your entry? What's the ice wall? I want to know where the resistance is. We want to know the resistance area. Now, guys, look at this. If you're still bullish, I mean, this would technically be another entry, right? If we close above this. Because we're delivering from a fair value gap. So if we close above this, this could be another entry. I'm not personally going to take this, but you could. I mean, this stuff's not rocket science, to be honest with you. It's pretty easy to read a lot of the times. But let's see if we can get this push up for Kid Poker. Kid Poker's long at the high. Come on, Kid Poker. We definitely want to see this gap holding, Kid Poker. If we close below this gap, I hope you're on a micro in an eval or something. Oh, yeah, you were getting at. Oh, that sucks. You were just scalping the way up. You got stuck in one. I want to see it hold this gap. If it closes below this gap, you're in trouble, Kid Poker. You needed to hold this 90 area, really. Hold this gap and push up there. That 85 area lines up with the 50% retracement also of that leg. Oh, you're on micros? All right. At least it's micros, right? At least it's micros. You can take a lot more heat on those micros. So far, you got a good reaction right there from that gap. Didn't quite hit it, but got a good reaction. Want to get that ES pushing above the 68s there. Need to get above the 7250 area to kind of get going, continue higher. If that's what we're going to do. I mean, we're in a downtrend, that's for sure, right? London High is still in place up there, too. Way up there, 730s. You need a boner candle. Boner candle. Come on, boner. Where you at? Let's get Kid Poker out of there. Here's the thing, Kid Poker. If this thing closes above this this gap here, get above the swing here right at your entry. Yeah, I'd probably just get out. I would probably just get out up there. I was going to say maybe hold it to the data high, but I think that's where it's going. I think. We don't know anything. I'm an idiot, so don't listen to us. Buyers are trying to pop back in here. Let's get this thing above VWAP here and get going. Like I said, I mean, this could be another entry here, but I'm not going to take it. If we close above here, you know, if you're bullish and you expect it to go to the data high, that could be another entry, but 624. All right, well, that's not at the exact highs. Yeah, nobody knows, that's for sure. Was a nice little setup here, though. We ran the low, put in a lower high, and then went. Nice thing about it was the ES actually didn't run the low, so we We had a bullish SMT with the ES there, where we ran the low and the ES did not. ES did run the data lows, at least. Yeah, they're going to do probably rate cuts, but that doesn't always mean anything, Kid Poker. Not when it comes to the market. Market does what it wants, good, bad, indifferent. News is just one of those things. So I have a friend, the one that lives in Boston, Stuart. He used to always trade the news. He'd be like, oh, the news was good. The market's going up. Not really. You just don't know. Yeah, that is pretty close to the high, I guess, but not the actual high. It's not all the way there. Got to hold this area, though. If we lose this area, then you got all this low resistance liquidity down here. That'll probably take out. Captain Price is out. Nice job, Captain Price. Nice job. Well, it's not really dumping. It's got to, like I said, it's got to hold this gap. How many micros are you in for there, Kid Poker? I mean, if you're only in for one, you're down $40, $48, or yeah, 40-ish dollars. If it's on your PA, you may want to just eat it. I mean, but you can wait until it closes below this gap. If it closes below the gap, then eat it, but that's another 25 points. So close above the gap above, then you're probably safe. It'd be back to your entry if it closes above the gap anyway. I mean, this is a decent bullish setup, right? As long as it holds this gap, I mean, you're still be delivering from another fair value gap and breaching and inversing another one there. You still have the data highs, or the morning data high from here, up here, which I do think is where it's going, but 2. Need one of those giant boner candles. Those don't come very often. So let's see what happens. You can also watch the 30-second chart here. Same similar setup there on the 30-second chart. All right, that's looking promising, Kid Poker. All right, if you don't take profit once it hits your entry, Kid Poker, I would definitely go to break even once we hit 28.50. Just go to break even if you don't take profit at break even. Could just go to break even if we break this swing, and then it's a free trade for you at that point. If we close above, we might take that swing before we close. $30-second did not close above yet. Got 30 more seconds on this 1 minute. See if we can push. It could, Kid Poker. It's just got to, if it closes above here, that's a great sign for you. That's what you want to see. If it closes above, we at least hit this internal here, but. All right, here we go. Looking good. 5 seconds on this candle. There it is. I would go to break even as soon as we breach this swing high if I were you. Or take it off at break even. It's up to you. No messing around. Like I said, one could take this setup here. This would be another long. I mean, we're at least going to hit this swing, right? That's what you would think. But the risk to reward on this, not very good. All right, there's the swing. I'd be at break even if I were you, Kid Poker. And if you get stopped out like right there, at least you broke even. hoping you moved your stop. I mean, it still could go here, right? Still could go, but 3 points. Excellent job, Kid Poker. That's the way you got to do it. Just take the profit when you can when you're in drawdown like that. Can't be greedy. Now, this thing's probably going to go to 655, but you had a pretty bad entry, right? So it's one of those things. You're still long from down here, this entry down here, 583, that area. Then you would be pretty solid. You can just leave your runner on. Captain Price says, let's go up. I think it is going up. I mean, like I said, this is not a bad entry. I just, we didn't inverse this. It's delivered from a fair value gap. We held, pushed up. If we get more of a risk to reward here, since we didn't run this, we technically one ticked away from it. Close enough. $60 per PA. Not bad. This thing should push back up here, right? We left these equal highs. I might actually take a small stab at this one. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I lower my risk too. Take a small stab here with 2 micros. So risking very little. Really risking like what, 10 points? $13. Yeah, so I'll take one off right there. If we close below, I just get out. So I have this is just for emergencies down here where my stops are. If this closed below the gap, then I just sell. It's 2 micros, very small, on an eval. So might close below here. If it closes below, we just get out. I think if I hit the 22s here, I'm going to go to break even. I haven't dropped it yet. Wanted to hit the 22s there, and I'll go to break even. It's a bit aggressive for the stop, but should rip right through there. Hey, Tevin Joseph, welcome to the Methodical Crew. You're the man. Thank you for your subscription. Well, I thought I was just going to break right through there, and it just did not. Let's put it back down here and see. Market's down. R3A. I don't know. We've been up for what, 9 weeks in a row or something like that. We were green. So that's probably why. That's probably why. So if this closes below, we just get out. So I said this one's a little more risky. We do have the morning data highs up there still though, but closes below, we just get out for a loss. Not a huge loss. Risking maybe $40 here. Just 2 micros. $20 seconds left on this candle. Needs to hold. Needs to hold. 10 seconds left. Looks like it's going to close below. And we just kill it. That's the rules. Close below, we get out. You do got the VWAP there, but most of the time, if it closes below, then that's it. Topstep's having a sale. Having a sale, 50% off the 50K account is only $24. Let me see if this works. You guys see that? Using my link in the description, they got a coupon code New Year 2024. I'm about to try it now. Supposedly gives you 50% off the trading combines through January 5th. So let me see if it works. New Year 2024. Didn't work there. Okay. Yeah, so this is working, guys. Use the link down below if you're interested. But coupon code New Year 2024 is giving you 50% off the combines through January the 5th. So 50% off the trading combines currently at Topstep. Like I said, use my link down below and then type in the code New Year 2024. I guess maybe that came out earlier. Yeah, there's the code. I'll probably, the problem is I don't have any, I maxed out on Topstep accounts. So I don't know if it makes any sense for me to get any. It's trade day. Trade day. Let's see, content. All right. So after that small loss right there, we're up 403. Thought it was worth a shot. For rebounds, you can gamble with minis to pass quickly, but PAs with lifetime, just take your time. Yeah, that's why I chose the lifetime, Andy, on my PAs with Apex. A lot of people don't like the lifetime fee, but I think that it rushes you a bit. Yeah, if you're blowing them, it makes it tough kid poker. But if you take your time, especially with micros, to me, it's worth it. But I also have 20 funded accounts. So do I really want to be paying, $1,600 a month for 20 accounts? I don't. I'd rather just pay that $2,800 or whatever it was up front and be done with it. So, alrighty. This thing's pulling back here. Let's see if this gap gets inversed or not. You work full time and can retire at any time, so you have no pressure to get payouts. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Kid Poker said commercial came on. Those darn commercials. I gotta make a few bucks on the live stream. You know what I mean? A few bucks. Oh no, I just said I pay. I have 20 funded accounts, so that's why I pay the lifetime, because I don't want to be paying $1,600 a month. I'd rather just pay the $2,800 one time and be good to go. Be good to go. I actually might. I might pick up 150K or two. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, I think the micros with Kid Poker, the only thing is that not having a set stop. I think if Kid Poker had a set stop, he'd be doing a lot. He'd do it a lot better. Akhtar, what is the time limit to pass the combine? There's no time limit. There's no time limit. However, obviously you'll have to renew. You have to pay the renewal fee if you don't pass in the first month. So, does Topstep work with Ninja? Yes, it does. You only have 3, but think on the next one you get lifetime. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it teaches on. It just depends, right, on the monthly versus the lifetime. Certain people are going to do it a certain way. So, once again, if you guys are interested in the Topstep account, there's my link. 50% off using the code New Year 2024. I think this might force Apex hand. Guys, I wouldn't be shocked if we see an Apex sale in the next day or two. Let me look. See, let's just check Apex. I don't know when Topstep came out with this. I just heard about it. At 2:49, they sent me a message. So literally just came out with it. Just through January the 5th, though. One of your PAs is 25 days old. Nice. That's a young kid. Sadly enough, Kid Poker, I've been working on my PA on my Express funded account. I'm kind of embarrassed to say how long I've had this account, and still is not. Let's see. Yeah, Crypto Panda. Well, that's the thing. When you can pick up accounts from other places for $24. And I don't even know what 83% off at Bulenox is. They have 83% off right now. Should be pretty competitive. But I've had my account, Kid Poker, for 33 trading days. And look at the balance. $222. Now today we did make a couple $100. We're up 182, so this will be at like $400. But in 30, where's it show the days? Oh yeah, 33 trading days. I'm just only at $200. That's rough. But at least it still got the account, right? So, oh, that sucks, Forex. Yeah, I don't have a, let's see, 80%, $34. Yeah, I don't have a code. The code for Topstep, you just use the link, and then the code is New Year 2024, all lowercase. Now, here we go, guys. We're selling here. If we close below, we're probably going to take this short. Yeah, you lose your drawdown when you take a withdrawal there, JX, but let's think about that. Let's think about that in a logical fashion, right? Are you going to take a payout once you hit $1,000? Probably not. What about when you hit $2,000? Maybe. So if you take out 1,000 at 2,000, you still have 1,000 left in drawdown. So let's think about Apex. If you get 2,600 and you take 2,000 out, how much drawdown do you have left? $600. So it's essentially the same. It's the same thing. People just like to frame it in a different fashion. You have the ability to take a withdrawal at $1,000 if you have 5 $200 winning days. You have the ability to, but should you? No, you shouldn't. You should be waiting till $2,500 or so to take out $500 and leave $2,000 in drawdown in your account. So it's the same thing essentially as what Apex and all the other places do, where they make you hit the $2,600 threshold. Then if you take out 1,000, your drawdown is still just $1,600. It's the same thing. There's just no threshold. Their threshold is a daily profit target of $200. So invest. You had 2 good days when to stop. You decided to have a daily target. Yeah. Somebody probably stopped streaming crypto, or either they realized I was online. The compounding effect, 33 capital. That's right. Oh. Yeah, you lose your drawdown, but every prop firm does that. They just word it different. Instead of them saying you can take a payout at 5 $200 winning days, they say you can't take a payout until you make $2,600. It's the same thing, just worded differently. If you're taking a payout at $1,000 in profit, then you're asking to blow the account. So same thing with Apex. If you take a $2,000 payout when you get to 2,600, which I will do, you're asking to blow the account. I mean, abolish, I would say it's up to you. I mean, my target is usually like one solid trade, $100 to $150, because I don't worry too much about the $200 days, because they're going to kind of take care of themselves, because you're going to have, you can see I've had 8 total $200 days and my profit's only $200. So I don't really worry about the $200 days. To me, they'll take care of themselves. Oh, Nutty and Alpire co-streaming. Nice. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Once again, Topstep is having that 50% off sale right now. If you guys are interested in picking up an eval, use my link down in the description. Coupon code New Year 2024, all lowercase. I'll drop my link in the chat. Actually, I don't even know if you can click on that. You probably can't. It's in the chat anyway with Streamlabs, or in the description down there. All right, guys and gals, we just need 2 more subscribers to get to 1,300. Somebody can help me out there. I don't like how this thing is it's taking it a minute to get through here. I mean, we did not close below technically there, but this thing it's fighting to get through there. Yes, right there at the 56 support. Okay, there's the Topstep link. Crypto Panda, your PA's on last 1 day. Only last 1 day, but things about to change. You're going to start trading the strat told you about. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's the thing. If you stick to a strategy, right, you're going to have a higher chance of having success, but you don't, you can perfect it and go from there. All right, this closes below. I'm going to probably take it. I don't love it, but we're going to take it. So we're going to take 10 micros here. And we'll put 1 at low a day, or 2 micros at low a day. Something like that. We'll see what happens. 2542 NQ points from October to the end of December. Oh, that's a lot. 70%. All right, we'll probably go to break even here pretty quick. At about 10 points here. I know I'm going to break even probably too quick here, but we should get some expansion straight through to this swing low if it's going to go. I may trail this a little closer here. Oh, what happened there? Why did that? I don't know what happened there. Did anybody know what I did? Somehow that it took me off right there. I guess I accidentally hit a button or something. I don't know what that was. All right, well, we'll take 3 off there, and we'll leave these down here at the low a day. You gonna be a dirty girl like that? Come on now. Come on. She's trying to be a dirty girl to me. Ugh. Just going to lock in some there. All right, we're break even on the last 2. We'll let those run as far as they can. You missed the dump. Lock it in, says Invest. I tried. I thought we would at least take this. We double bottom there, just like 1 ticked me. I didn't love that. So that's why I was like, let's lock some in. And we got 2 at break even here. We locked in a little bit there. We're at closed 572 in profit. So you would think, I mean, it should at least take this one. Doesn't have to take the low, but you would think we at least take this. Well, if you missed the dump kid poker, just best thing is to sit on your hands. Don't get in if you miss the dump. Now, if this thing trades back up and leaves the equal lows here, that'd be interesting. Looks like we're going to get stopped. Oh, is she going to be a nice girl? One tick our stop. Nice. All right, now go to the lows. Oh. She's a dirty girl sometimes. Oh, I forgot to put the P&L over here. You guys can actually see it. All right, stopped out there. $580. Still like the trade. The retest might not be that bad since we left these equal lows here. I mean, that might not be that bad, but, you know, she's a freak. Oh, she could be. She could be. I don't know nothing about all that stuff. All right. What do we got here? Trader Oracle just sent me a message telling me about that. I told him to use my link. I don't think he knows I'm live. I don't normally end my stream early like I did the last few days, but I just didn't see a reason of sitting here. User limit reached. Did they really have a user limit on that? That's going to be insane if they did that. Let me see it. Let's try it ourselves. See if it works. Where was I supposed to put the code in? Because I was going to wait until after my stream to decide what I was going to do. Oh, it's still working. Thank you, Invest. I don't know. It's still working for me. Who said that? Abalash. It's still working for me, man. I just right here entered my stuff, and it's still working. Let's see. Put it in a lower high there. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Invest is done for the day. Yeah. Yeah, I like Stoic. That's where I got the him and Dave teaches Kid Poker. That's where I got the high frequency scalping that I've been doing. Them and Cammy Capital. I don't think Cammy's doing it anymore, but oh yeah, it must be one per user. That's probably what it is, Abalash. Angel Algo. This is Quantower. I use Quantower, but I've got Trade of 8. I like Trade of 8 too. Got Trade of 8 off stream here. And I use Ninja also. Trading View, I use them all. But I like Quantower because of the copy trading. You know, I got all my copy trading set up. I can trade across all brokerages, My Funding Futures, Topstep, Bulenox, APEX. So that's the main reason I'm on Quantower, for the copy trading. Yeah, Cammy went back to the 2022 model, which I don't know why he did. I mean, he had a few bad days. So you would think this thing takes this out. Maybe if we didn't, if we just, yeah, we still would have been stopped if we moved to break, because we moved to break even. But really, you shouldn't be moving to break even until we break that low anyway, but it's fine. We'll take it. Quantower has a cleaner trading interface than the others. It's nice. I like Quantower. I got no complaints. My main complaint was kind of the VWAP kind of was off a few points, but I like it now. I like the shortcuts over here for the fibs, you know, and I know Ninja has that as well. I like Ninja as well because it's very customizable to what you like. I got Trading View over here. I keep the 10-second chart pulled up on it. And the WADA at our explosion. It's my favorite indicator. I use the WADA a lot. I don't use it so much. I like to use it when I'm scalping, but when I'm doing this inversion, I don't really use it because it doesn't really matter. This is very, in my opinion, it's very mechanical. So it does not have a web platform, Abalash. It does not. Only the only one I know that does, I guess, is just Trade of 8, right? Trade of 8. So the volume here just kind of died. I mean, you think that we moved down, right? Maybe to here, but volume kind of died. Picking up a little bit now on the sell volume there. So this would have been a good trade if I'd have held it, but I mean, we still made money on it, right? What do we make there? Still 9.5 points. And then we got stopped out. No, 9.5, 10, 13 on one, and then on the runner, stopped out for 4. So we still make decent points on it. Nutty bought the WADA as well. Yeah, I told Nutty about the WADA a long time ago. Yeah, no problem, Angel. I'll go. We try to answer all questions if we can see them. Not too many people in here, so we can. We pretty much see every question, every comment. Abalash, you joined late, but those are fair value gaps in the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so Abalash, this is kind of the same strategy that Dodgy has been using. I don't know if you know who that is, but so basically you're just looking for a gap to be inverted. Now we did leave equal highs here as well, and we did leave the AM data highs. So basically you're looking for it to run some sort of liquidity and then invert another gap. So this one, we ran that high there. We ran the data high, right? So on the way back down, we inverted this gap. So really this would have been your best short entry. I was long here. I tried to take a little long for this gap to hold, and it didn't hold. But as soon as this failed, this would have kind of been a short entry, and you would have targeted that swing. Once we close below that swing, then you're kind of off to the races there. But yeah, I'm just looking for gaps to be inverted there. That's all it is. Once we invert this last gap here, you can pretty be rest assured that we're going to probably trade at least to this swing, which we did, and maybe to these two. Do we have to run these? No. We don't have to, but we might. There's more nuances to it, but yeah, the rectangles, they are fair value gaps, yeah. Back to 1K plus in green on your short. Nice. Meta holds very nicely today. I didn't check Meta. Run high. But if you're interested in that strategy, Dodgy has a couple of videos on it. I have not made any videos on it. It is the same strategy that he's using with the same nuances and everything. I'm not perfect at it yet. I'm still dialing it in, but it's pretty, so far it's been doing pretty well. Pretty well. All right, did we hit the 1300? Let's see. 1299. We need one more person to hit 1300 here. Who's it going to be? Abalash, all the links are down in the description. If you just click on the description. But also, if you scroll back up, you can see the Streamlabs is posting the links as well. I don't know. What link do you want? I mean, I can post a specific link for you if you want me to. If you just click on that little down arrow, though, it should, where it says more underneath the video you're watching, if you click on that, all the links are there. Topstep, APEX, Bulenox. Do have the link to my Discord, too. It is $10 a month if you guys are interested in joining that. I probably will. I wasn't going to do this, guys, but I think next week, or maybe even tomorrow, I'll go ahead and have my link for Replicanto and Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures. I figure why not? Everybody else is doing it, so I'll throw my links, my coupon codes for those down in the description starting tomorrow as well, just in case some of you guys want to support the channel by using those other prop firms. I do have accounts with them as well. I really wanted to wait to make sure that I liked the prop firms, but not really anything to dislike about them. They're just, they're not my top three. I do like My Funded Futures. The only thing I don't like is the profit targets higher on the expert account. And the cost is a little bit more expensive, but if you can pass the eval, then it's 100% worth it, right? Oh, the videos to follow to create. Oh, I don't have the links to that. That would be, I mean, I guess I could try to find it. Let me see. Let me see. Does that one work? I don't know if that works. How long is the Topstep discount? Oh, yeah, January 5th. Yeah, you should be able to post whatever you want. Is that it? I don't know if that link right there that I just posted actually works. Let me try it just to make sure. Yeah, it does. So yeah, that's Dodgy's video on the inverse. You can just click on the link. But yeah, Crypto, you can post whatever you want. You're a mod there. You're only mods can post links, so. This is interesting here. Didn't really run any liquidity. I was thinking about re-entering there, but Well, it is delivering from a 2-minute gap there, but saw it too late. Oh, I guess there's a 1-minute one too. Yeah, no problem, Abalash. Check it out. I mean, that's where I learned it from. I like it. I mean, it's an easy strategy to understand, and so far, I think we've had one loser doing it today, this here, which we already knew was an aggressive. We said this was an aggressive entry, but we waited for price to come back into the gap, and we took it. And, I mean, we lost, what, 12 handles on 2 micros, $48, 40-something dollars. But other than that, I think everyone we've taken today has been a winner. You plan on swinging. What's this? JX, you better talk to your wife, man. You better get permission before you start making those kind of statements. What's going on, Op, man? So, I mean, we could have took the short here. Technically, this was another setup. We kind of delivered from a small fair value gap here and inversed this one. Could have taken it here. Right into a pivot, though. And then as soon as you hit this swing, you go to break even. But this far down after having 2 entries above, I don't love it. ES looking like it might want to run sell side now at 46.50. We're at 50.75 right now. So ES probably going to make it to the low of day here. Oh, yeah, across 20 accounts would be nice. She'd tell you to go have fun. At least you leave her alone. Oh, man. My girl wouldn't say the same. There'd be a bullet in the back of my head. Waiting on a text message any minute now. Any minute now. You had a tough day out, man? What's going on? You end of the day red? You're worse than a 15-year-old. Another big red day for the market. Yes, NQ only goes down. Listen, the funny thing is, Kid Poker, on a day like today when the market is going down, you were stuck in a long. And every other day when the market was going up, Kid Poker was stuck in shorts. So come on, Kid Poker. We got to get on the right side of the market here. All right? You got to pick those long and short days better. Now, I can't give you any advice on how to pick them better because I don't know myself. but all I know is I see you stuck in longs when we're shorting or on red days and stuck in shorts on green days. We got to figure out how to do it. Now, again, I don't know how either. If I did, I'd tell you. I would tell you if I knew. If there was a secret. Did you check out the nebula from Oracle, Kid Poker? You went in long trade that lasted 5+ hours. Is likely going to stop me out now. That sucks. Yeah, today was pretty much a short day. I took some longs. I mean, I did. I took some longs here. Did I take any other longs, though? Let's see. I took this long here. I took this long here. I don't think I took any other longs, though. That was a short, break even. That was a loser long. No, a loser short. That was 10.30. Yeah, I didn't take anything else. It's like the shorts paid today, though, but there was some longs to be had. Where are you? What's your entry, Yacht Man? Where are you long from? Oh, stop at 520. 520. You were looking for the 675. 520. I don't know that we'll hit 520. Maybe. Crypto Panda Apex got strike back when they did 80% off Bulenox at 82. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully crypto that Apex takes that into account, does 90% sell here. It's just time element. Should have left it alone, but just wasted my time. Yeah, that sucks when you're not trade all day. Mr. Crooner stuck along, waiting for a breakout. You got an indicator on TradingView, and it calls for a lot of great trades. Well, Kid Poker, you can always do it the way I did it with, like you can save it right here. You can see this is saved as skid mark. Don't ask me why. And then we have this one saved as Oracle. And you can switch back and forth. And this is his other indicator that I was using on there. Very bare bones one anyway. But you can switch back and forth. You can download it and save it and switch back and forth if you wanted to. Man, his entry was 570, stop 520, looking for 675. So you're only down a few points. Let's treat the market as a coin flip. Not a bad idea. This is interesting. ES kind of put a little triple bottom in right there. Never ran the sell side. You could take this. This would not be a bad. It's not bad. I'm not taking it though, but. Close above, so as soon as we breach this swing here, your stop would be at break even. There's nothing really stopping this from going all the way to this swing high here. I mean, you do have an order block here, I guess. I probably would have just taken it right there. Yes, triple bottom there, so this is breaking out. You got in at 10:16 a.m. Your strategy was set and forgot, but just couldn't leave it alone. Nice. Well, it's pushing now. Back to your entry, 570. It calls trades that moves are 20, 30 points. Hard to stay in them for 20 minutes. Well, if you know it calls them and you can get a decent target, Kid Poker, just put it on there and set it. Let it go. Just let her go. Let her go. I said no real reason for this thing to hold up here. I mean, you see any gaps in here that kind of stand out to you? There's this one here. But other than that, I don't see one all the way up to here. Now, do I think it's going to make it up to here? I don't know. If we close above this one, there's really nothing in its way other than this order block here. 85. But ES triple bottom there did not run the lows. 27 minutes left in the day. 4 hour looking like it needs a bounce. Let's look. I mean, even on the 2 minute, I don't see anything in the way all the way up to 606. This actually was a nice, actually looking back at this, I probably should have taken this. We swept this low. We swept a few lows on the way down, right? We don't have to sweep these. I said that earlier. We don't have to sweep these. So we swept this one. And then we pushed through this easily, right? This was a nice move down, and then we pushed back through this pretty easily. 2 candles right through there. So it's a pretty strong indication that we're going to continue higher. Red News is messing up the PA. iTekken. Baby Grok perfect. I don't know what that is. Baby Grok. 100 times rocket ship, rocket ship, rocket ship. All right. That's your airtime. I don't know what they're saying. Tekken, you got to help me. You got to help me on what that means. So again, stop would be to break even already here. I didn't take it, but as soon as we breach this right here, stop would be to break even. It's not enough points to take profit there, but could have taken profit here though. That was 8. Oh, is that a crypto? I had no idea what that was, Crypto Panda. Mr. Cruder knew. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Nutty thought I was kidding last week when I told him I've never banned anybody from my stream. He's like, there's no way you've never banned anybody. I'm like, no, I've never banned anybody. I don't feel the need. You know, it's one thing if someone's in here being like disrespectful or whatever, but I don't think we've ever had anybody in here like that. I'm sure eventually we will, but everyone is welcome. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We will take a trade here. We've got about 23 minutes left in the day, so we're already up $580 on this eval today. Probably it's less than that, I guess, with after the fees. What are we up, like $400? No, 350, 340 after fees. I wish they would just show you the net like Trade-Evate does. Just show me my net profit. So 768 minus 350. So 750, 350. So $420. That's a lot of fees. Hatsfield, some wanker is bound to come in at some point when viewership goes into the 1Ks. Yeah. Eventually, I'm sure. Dumpage. Now, let's think about this. I'm looking at the 2-minute here. We got a singular fair value gap on the 2-minute there. If we invert this fair value gap on the 2-minute, we will take the short. $30 seconds. Anything better on the 30-second? Nope. Really, the 2-minute's the one that I'm looking at right now. I like the 2-minute look better. We're delivering kind of we tapped right into that order block. Didn't quite make it to 50%, but we did tap into the order block there. Andy short. The buy single was wrong. It just depends on when you got it. Like I said, this was a long setup. Right here for this close above, that's your long entry. I would have taken profit at that swing high there. And maybe try to leave a runner on, break even. So we at least got 8.5 points. Two minutes did not close below the gap yet. Also inverting this gap would also indicate that this long is invalid, right? Excuse me. We are getting into the end of the day here. This could just be a little retest here, though, and then go. So this would be another setup here because delivering from this gap, I may take this one. We didn't take the other one, but we'll take this one. Looking at 30-second chart. $30-second did not close above. It's close. Let's see if the 1 minute can close above here. I guess technically it did close above, right? All right, we're going to take the long here. I'm only going to target the swing high. Once we eclipse 76.75, I'm going to move to break even. So once we get to there, we're going to break even. Now, if you guys don't see what we're looking at here, we're watching that right there. So I close below and we get out. Delivering from a bullish fair value gap there, so that's the why we took that. Got about 10 seconds left on this candle, so if it closes below, we just eat the loss. So close below, so we just close it out. Never hit our, I mean, it was close. 1.5 away from that, from hitting our break-even stop there. Getting to break even. Rally in the close? I don't know, maybe. You're out for today? All right, Capital 33. We'll see you tomorrow. Please pump it up 100 points, Mr. Crooner. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I was there for it, but now we're out. Now we're out. Kid Poker said market only goes down. Kid Poker, I thought the market only went up. I thought you told me it only went up just last week. Hey, I just took a long with you there and didn't get it. Didn't get it. We do got 6 minutes here until the 50 algorithm kicks in there. We won't be too aggressive going into close today. I think we've given back about $100 over the last couple of trades. That's the thing, though. Keep the losses small, right? And that's what we should be doing. Keep the losses small. And to be fair, was this gap really that obvious? I mean, if I take that away, is that gap that obvious? Probably not. It's not that obvious. So in that case, maybe I shouldn't have taken it. I mean, if you stand back from the screen, you can't, that gap's not that obvious. This gap, yeah, it's still not that obvious. All right, 2 minute close below there. Do we want to take the short here? I guess why not? So we're going to break even once we get there. We're at a pivot point right there, too. Break even. So can't lose on it. Come on. You want it. You want it. All right, I'm going to move my stop above the pivot here. Just locking in like 4 handles. Okay, there we go. We got our profit. So basically back to where we were before the last 2 losers. Nice job, Andy, out for green. Let's hope not. Get poker. Take profit at the low. Well, I kind of expected it to at least take this low. Moving stop to break even once we broke here is the logical thing to do. So like I said earlier, we don't do we have to take this low? We don't have to. Just take the low-hanging fruit sometimes. So 10 points there. I mean, that's a solid trade. And if you're wondering why we got in there, let's show you guys the 2-minute. Here's the 2-minute. So on the 2-minute here, once we closed below there, so once price kind of closed below that gap there, actually it didn't close below until it ran it. I jumped in too soon, but now why does this look differently over here? Is this? Oh. I see why it looks different. I had this gap marked. So I had that gap marked. So I entered on this close. Once this closed, that gap's not really obvious. So it really didn't make sense. It really almost irrelevant, if you will. I guess it works out. Now, the reason I use the 1 minute is because we have all these gaps. We have all these fair value gaps in here. And so if you waited for it to close this one out, you know, you're already at the low. You're already at the swing. Thanks, Invest. You're out of the long, breaking rules, but it's what the point of messing with MurderBot? Yeah, and the MurderBots, you never know, right? It might. The MurderBot, it could take you up. We don't know. It's a complete gamble with the MurderBot. If I had to guess, I mean, if we had to put a guess in, since the ES is not taking sell side, I'd expect us to push down into the 20s at the MurderBot. As the ES has not taken the sell side out yet. Yeah, I'd probably close it, but I don't know how much further down we can go there, GX. ES maybe down to the 44s. It's at the 50 right now, so there is still room down. But we were down 185 points on the day. Typically into the close, we'd probably push up a bit. Maybe back up to that 585. That 585 was that was actually support earlier that we broke early in the day here. Down here, this I have to go to the larger time frame. But I do remember 585 being an important level earlier today that we pierced right here. So maybe we push back up into that 585 into the close. I would expect us to run the low, though, first. We'll see. So, Opman thinks the same. MurderBot will be long. It could be. Hold a swing till the end of the week. I don't know nothing about the swings. We don't know anything about the swings. If you guys haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Got all the links down below. Topstep, APEX, Bulenox. If you want to pick up an eval account, use the links down below with my coupon code for APEX. Currently 80% off, 83% off Bulenox. Topstep running a 50% off sale, $24.50 for a 50K account. Let's go. Coupon code new year 2024 through January the 5th. I guess I should update that. I'll update that after the video. You would have banked 15K, if not earlier, for sure. All right, there we go. Murder bot. Down we go. Down we go. ES to the 45s or 46s there, running the sell side. So ES ran the sell side. Support on the ES at the 44s here. So ES finally ran the sell side. Took all day, but it finally did. Well, not all day. I guess it put it in at 11 this morning. 44 is going to be direct support there on the ES. So I'm expecting a bounce. So we made a new low here on the NAS. Kind of expecting a bounce. Thinking about just throwing in a 1 micro here. Just toss in 1 micro long. That's what I was thinking. I think you'll get a pushback up into the end of the day, Kid Poker. I don't know. Where are you short from or long from? Are you still long? I have no idea where you were long from. Because you got out of that long earlier. Yeah, Mr. Crooner, that sucks. I mean, it was a pretty clear. That was pretty clear what was going to happen there. Just watching the ES, not taking sell side yet. I'm expecting a bounce here. We don't have that much time. Normally, I'd wait for Nasdaq to put in a higher low here, but we don't have a whole lot of time left in the day. So I'm thinking about just tossing in 1 micro. I'm just going to toss in 1 micro here, and we're going to put the stop down here at the lows, a little bit below the lows. We'll risk like $40. And I'm going to target kind of this swing high here. I'll probably hold this into the end of the day. This is not the kind of trade I normally would take, but with the ES kind of being at a support area there, it would make sense. It might make a new low. Normally I would, like I said, I would try to wait for it to put in a higher low and then go. But I do think we might rally into close there, Kid Poker. But if you're down 40 points, we might. So that means you're at 580-ish. We're at 580-ish. We might make it back there, but I don't know. Hard to tell. Like I said, this is an aggressive entry here. Since we went down on the 50 algorithm, I'm expecting us to get going on the 55, but this might take me out before we get there. Just 1 micro. Yeah, JX, they have forced the close by 6 p.m. Eastern. Or no, wait, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. 5 p.m. Eastern. I almost want to give this more room. Tell you what, we'll move this down a little more. We'll take it to the 500s here. We won't let it go that far, but we'll put it there just to see what happens. I mean, unless it moves down on the 55, which I'm thinking is going to move up. 523 is the target she's playing. Well, 523 would be fine with me. 1 minute until the 55. Let's see what happens. I think Kid Poker was up like $60 on his PAs earlier. So making new lows now. ES actually losing the 44s there. Need to reclaim quickly here. Otherwise, there'd be no bueno on this 1 micro trade. We'll see what happens here at the 55. This 55 algorithm will give us a lot of insight as to what we're going to get into the end of the day. If it pushes down, then we may push down into the end of the day here. I'm expecting a push up. Let's see. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. 5 seconds. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get through that pivot there and get going. They want long stops of swing traders. Could be. All right, we breached this swing here at 56. We are going to go to break even. Rip it. All right, we're going to go to break even now. We can't lose. Should go. If it's going to go, it should go here. This pivot should not really hold it up. Come on. Get through there. She's going to be a dirty girl. Stopped us for break even. Yeah, I was expecting to just kind of, I said I was going to move the break even here, but I was thinking the pivot was around 10 points. It's about 8. The original stop was at 520 area. They got down, got the stops. Yeah. Actually didn't quite get to 520. Feels bad I was stopped out there. I should have just held that into the close, huh? That's what she does, Op, man. She likes to tease you. She likes to feather you. I think you're okay, Kid Poker. I mean, I think we hit this swing high into close here, but I don't know. I realize that is 30 points away, but I do like the speed of that push up there. We inversed the candle from earlier with the 50/50 algorithm. That's what we do, Op. That's what we do. I'm not going to tell you what she was blowing on, but yeah, something. All right, we got 2 minutes left in the day here. Let's see what we get. This thing is just, I don't know. It wanted to go, and now it's not. Got to hold this gap here. Well, you'll be out alive, Kid Poker. You just might be down on your account. It's fine. It's okay to take a red day sometimes. I wanted to see this thing just push right through that swing. Yeah, tough to kind of get 30 points in the last minute, but you could. I mean, I've seen it happen before, right? 30 points in the last minute for sure could happen. All right, we're going to look for us a trade here in the last minute. Let's see. Nice job, Andy. We're going to be taking just a micro here. 1 micro. Learned our lesson on sizing in on those last trades of the day there. We'll see who starts to win here. We get back above the pivot there. I think I hit the long button. Final minute here. Let's see here. What's it going to be? Bulls or Bears? Bulls it is. We're going to take it right here at the swing here. Hard stop at the lows. Should get a pop here, one way or the other. 15 seconds. We should start to push up if we're going to. Nope. Bears are being very, very hard today. See if we get a pop. at close. Trying to hold it for a little pop here. We should get a pop here. Not a 40-point pop, but a little bit of a pop. All right, we move our stop up to this swing now. It either takes us out there for like a 10-point loss. There we go. It's fine. Just a risky gamble at the end of the day. Well, that's the end of the day. Yeah, the Bears are hungry. If you guys haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed. We will be live for London, I think. Harambe, long time no see. That's right. Where you been? We'll be live for London tomorrow morning. I'm going to do my best to wake up. There's no real reason not to other than just lazy. Try to get me a nap tonight. But if you guys are interested in picking up a combine, once again, you got the 50% off $24 50K account for APEX. Link down below. Coupon code NEWYEAR2024, all lowercase. Links down below for APEX. 80% off. It's good through tomorrow. And 50% off Topstep good through Friday. Or is that Friday? Yeah, Friday. 83% off Bulenox down there. So anyways, appreciate you guys joining us, and we will be back live tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Yeah, I'm going to join. I think I'm going to be up for London there, man. Give it a go. I'm liking what I'm seeing lately. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.